Welcome back to Sneaker Talk 101. Here we have the Fire Rev 5 Black Tongues and the Grape 5s behind the Fire Rev 5s. These sneakers are my favorite 5s that dropped. A lot of people didn't cop because of the material of the leather. A lot of people complained because of the material of the leather of both shoes. But to me, yeah, the leather's really stiff. It's a really hard leather, and as I said, the harder the leather, the uglier the creases. But one thing I've noticed is that they're more sturdier. Like they don't crease as fast as the OGs. That I noticed. I wore these pairs, let's say 5 times, and look how crispy they look. They still look good. They still look clean. They still look decent. You know, the front part is not creasing at all, except for, of course, in this section right here, it's always gonna crease. But other than that, the sneaker still looks DS, almost DS. If it wasn't for this little crease right here in the side, it would be DS. But other than that, the leather, I think, from my perspective, the leather is better. Why? Because it lasts longer. It takes longer for it to crease, but when it does crease, when it does get to the point of creasing, it's an ugly, really ugly crease. But you know, a lot of people back in the day complained because the leather was too soft, and it made the sneakers crease a lot quicker, and the sneakers weren't durable, they didn't last so long. I remember back in the day when they used to come out with that softer leather, one thing that I noticed is when you wash the sneaker a lot, the leather will tend to like peel over time, and you'll see like when the leather will peel, you'll see like grayish. You'll see the grayish bottom of the leather. It was an ugly type, you know. It was very ugly. It was very bad. So I guess they made the leather harder and sturdier and stiffer, so the sneaker could have a long last. It can last longer. But to me, this sneaker was dope. For me, these are one of the hottest 5s. Well, the hottest, for me, the hottest 5s that were OG colorways, except for the grapes. I know the grapes Jordan, he is not really an OG colorway. I think he just took a picture with them for the Wheats box cereal. Other than that, to me, my favorite 5s and the 5s that I always wanted to cop were these, because back in the day when I was younger, I couldn't afford Jordans. So when I got older, I just started buying little by little, and getting the Jordans that I couldn't get back in the day when I was smaller. But other than that, the sneaker, to me, is a really hot 5. I love the red on the midsole. I love it. Combination between the red and that black and just the white upper. It's a really classic shoe. For me, it's one of the hottest 5s of OG colorway that came out. Other than the metallic 5s, the black metallics. The black metallic 5s to me were another pair that was very dope. But to me, they're just this pair is dope. I love black and red. Most of my shoes that I got are black and red. I don't know, I just like the color black and red and white. You know, it's dope. What else can I talk about? Another thing is that all the 5s they released just a couple of years ago with this one was one of the ones that came with the 23. The other 5 Rev 5s, which are the all black midsole with the red teeth, the red teeth right here. Instead of black, it was red. And then the tongue was a 3M. Those didn't come with a 23 on the side, but these did. Which a lot of people complain because it didn't come with a 23. But what people don't know is that Jordan's pair, the first retros when they first came out, they didn't come out with the 23. The only retro 5 that had a 23 was Jordan's own pair, personal pair, had the 23 on it. But when they first came out with the OGs and the 5s, they didn't have a 23. It was in the later releases, in the later retros, not the OGs, is when they started to put the 23 on them. But to me, you know, I love that 23. It looks dope. It wouldn't bother me if it wasn't there, you know. But a lot of people complain because the other 5 Rev 5s didn't have a 23, but these do. These are also 5 Rev 5s, but some people call them black tongues because of the black tongue. Instead of that 3M, it's that black tongue. To me, I love that black tongue. I like the 3M too, but to me, I like better the black tongue. You tell me. You know, do you like the 3M tongue on the other 5 Rev 5s or you like these? Personally, I like these. These is dope. I like that black tongue on them. Also, like I always say in all my reviews, it makes the shoe pop. Alright? It makes the shoe pop. That black makes the whole shoe pop because the whole upper is white, the bottom is red, a little bit of black in the teeth and in the midsole, and then up in the upper is black. You know, that black pops to me and it makes it look good. It makes the sneaker look raw. Yeah, you know, another thing is that these 5s are infamous for the lace locks. The 6s also have lace locks, but these are a little different. These here have a clear attachment onto them. Other than that, these sneakers is dope. There's not much to say. It's an OG colorway. Everybody knows how the 5 Rev 5s black tongues look like. There's thousands of reviews online of them. But yeah, you tell me, what do you think of this pair? What do you think of these 5 Rev 5 black tongues? Are they dope? Did you pass? Were they whack? You know, let me know. Comment out there. I just want to know your opinion on these shoes. To me, I love them. They rock. Let's go to the next pair. The grapes. The grapes. Let me tell you an experience. When I went to cop these shoes, they broke doors down. It was crazy. But it was so pointless because you could get these so cheap on Flight Club. Like I bet you any money that these sneakers are one of the cheapest sneakers on Flight Club right now. And a couple of years ago, they were one of the most expensive ones there. You know, but that's not gonna be there for so long. That price range is gonna go up as you know, as time goes by. The sneakers go up, retail goes up. And you're buying off of a reseller, so you know prices go up over time. Why? Because they're not gonna re-retro these sneakers in 6-7 years, maybe 13 years. You never know, maybe never. So Yeah, let's talk about the sneaker. I love the purple. The purple and the teal, to me, is hot. It's a different color, you know, when you don't see a lot of J's with purple and teal, you know, except for the Aqua 8s. You know, those had a purple and a teal, but there's something about the sneaker. The reason why that teal and that purple pops out a lot is because of the white. You know, the white makes that purple and that teal pop. Like I was saying in my other video, and for the Bel Airs, the tongue on these are really they're not that thick. As in the Bel Airs, the padding isn't that thick like it's in the Bel Airs. If I compare these to the Bel Airs, and I'll show you like that, and I tilt them up like that, the Bel Airs are way thicker than these. Like the OGs were really well padded. But these are less padded. They're padded, don't get me wrong, but less padded. You know, that tongue is a little thinner. It's not as thick as the. It's not as thick as the Bel Airs. Lace lock on these shoes are black. I like the fact that they didn't do it teal. It would have looked ugly, or purple. To me, that black is nice on the lace lock. What else can I say? Not much to say. This sneaker was dope. It is dope. It's dope. You tell me. Now, in all my videos, every time I have 2 shoes or 3 shoes or 4 shoes, I ask my fans, which one is the best to you out of these 2 pairs? Which one would you have copped? Would you have copped the grapes? Or will you have caught the Fire Red 5s? Black tongues. Which one will you have caught? Let me know. Which one will you have caught? It's a hard decision. I like both sneakers. To me, both sneakers are super dope. To me, both sneakers is hot. For me, I'll put these. Why? Because there's not a lot of J's with purple and teal. You know, except for the aquas, like I said. But to me, the shoe's different. It's a different color. You know, it's a different colorway. There's a lot of Jordans with black and white. Which one is more dope? You tell me which one is dope. And as you see in here, this one doesn't have the 23. That one does have the 23. And you can see that I was talking the truth. A lot of people was mad because it didn't have that 23 on there. I don't care. It's still dope. Sneaker is a sneaker. It's still the same sneaker. But anyways, let me know which one is the best. Subscribe to my channel, Sneaker Talk 101.